video I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous wedding card. I've done all the other projects for this Stamping by Mail as Christmas because we're coming up to Christmas, but in the stamp set there's also this Mr. and Mrs., so it leads itself to a a wedding card, and it has the sentiment best wishes on the wedding as the wedding bells ring. So why not make a wedding card? And that way we have used every single stamp in the stamp set, and I've shown you every single way to use them. Well, not every single way to use them, but I've used every stamp set. You know what I mean? Okay, so for this one in your kit, you will have the instructions and the envelope and then all the other bits and pieces. And what you'll find in there is this gorgeous designer series paper, specialty designer series paper that has self-embossed pattern on it. And what we're going to do is sponge that. Now, I'm hoping that you have some sort of sponge that you can use. I just use the Stampin' Up sponges. I cut the come in little circles and I cut them into little wedges. But you can use any sort of sponge, a makeup sponge, a kitchen sponge, a dauber, anything, just to get the ink onto the paper. So we'll do that first. Move everything else away and we will ink up our paper. So I've used the Cherry Cobbler ink, inked up my sponge, and what I do is work in from the outside. So I start off the paper and just go around in circles to start colouring the paper. You just keep working and working around like that until you get the colours intensity that you want. You don't need to worry about the middle because it is going to be covered with other cardstock. So you just want to do about an inch, I guess, around all the edge. Now obviously if you don't want red, you could use another colour. Just in from the edge, in towards the middle. Right, now I want it darker right on the very edge, so I'm just going to go around again, but concentrate just on the very edge to give that more an intense colour. And it also then gives you a bit of variance, gradient colour. Sorry, that light just changed in a light bulb. My downlight above me decided it wants to stop working. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm going to leave that there. You could play with this all day, this colouring. You can come up with some amazing effects. So now, because this is a self-embossed paper, it's got the raised shiny bit, so you want to get rid of the ink that's gone on top of that raised embossed part, and it made it look pink. So you get a tissue, wipe it over, and you'll see the white come back into that embossed part of the paper. And it really makes the colour pop even more. Just wipe it all over, get rid of all that pink. Okay, I think I've done it all now. And you will end up with stained fingers after this, but it washes out eventually. Shampoo your hair, does wonders. Takes the colour out of your fingers really, really good. Alright, so that's the base layer done, and that gets glued straight onto your card front. So we'll do that now. because it's an all over pattern, it doesn't matter which way you put it. Okay, next bit we're going to do is this middle piece. So you've got in your pack your ribbon, your ovals. This piece is for the 2 bells you're going to stamp and punch out. This is the base for the middle, and that's the middle that you're going to stamp this pattern on. All I did was use this stamp out of the set and made, I don't know, like a wreath, I guess it is. And all I've done is stamp top and bottom, and then on the sides. I don't have this mounted on the stamp straight, so I have to hope I get it lined up properly. So top and bottom. Again, I just eyeball. So if you wanted it perfect, then go ahead and measure. And your pattern is going to meet up and overlap, and that doesn't really matter. Oh, there we go. So we've got our nice little wreath or circle, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, that gets mounted straight onto the red piece. Sorry, I didn't do that straight, but if you're using glue, you have time to rearrange it if it doesn't go on straight. Now we're going to stamp the bells, 2 red bells. Now, Mr. and Mrs., I've done that in our basic black archival ink. You can use, hopefully you've got a black ink at home. If not, you can use the red or whatever colour. And what I suggest with these, because they're such little stamps, practice on your scrap paper first to make sure you have it up the right way to start with, because that was totally upside down. And that when you line your block up, you actually have it straight. So we're going to put a mister on one of these, hope for the best. Alright, and a Mrs. on the other. Okay, and now you're just going to punch these out. Sorry, my son has just turned up on the scene, so if you hear him in the background, just ignore him. He's talking to the cat. Mr. and Mrs. We're going to stamp our best wishes. And in a perfect world, you would have the oval framelits or an oval punch at home, stamp the sentiment first and then punch it out, but because I don't know whether you do or don't have all the tools, I have to provide you the oval and hope that you can stamp in it evenly. Fingers crossed, hey? Oh, not bad, not bad. Hopefully you can do the same. Sure you can. Right, that's our stamping done. Now it's assembling. This just gets glued straight onto the red scalloped oval. Okay, these are our oval layering ovals framelits. Fantastic. We've got circle ones as well, and there's like 19 in a packet. It's just amazing the amount that you get. Alright, now we just put dimensionals on the back of our Mr. and Mrs. So 2 on the back of Mr. and then 1 on the back of Mrs. because we're going to glue the Mrs. to the Mr. I suppose that's what happens when you get married. Okay. I'm going to put the mister on. Bit of glue on the top of the missus. Okay. Now I'm going to actually glue that to the card front now to make sure I have my card opening the right way. Again, just eyeballing it because I like to live on the edge. Dimensionals on the back of our sentiment. That just goes down the bottom. Now we're going to tie a bow. Norella's going to attempt to tie a half decent bow. Look at the amount of ribbon I need, seriously, to tie a bow. Fingers crossed we can get something that looks like a bow. Not off to a very good start, are we? We'll just keep fiddling and hopefully we'll end up with, oh look at that, not a half decent bow, but alright, you get the idea. For the sake of this video, I don't want to shortchange you guys, but you don't want to sit there for half an hour watching me try and get a decent bow. So pretend that's a perfect bow, absolutely stunning bow. I just put glue dots on the back, stick it onto the top of the card. Oh, and now the rest of the family have come home.
Are you taping?
Yes, I am. See, hubby just walked in. Am I taping? Yes, I am. And then you just cut the ends off. Put your silver love heart at the top of where your bows meet. So your bells meet. And then I've just put some diamantes around your wreath. And there you go, Mr. and Mrs. wedding card.